What's up guys, it's your favorite Kiwi coach, and give me 6 months of your time, I'll give you the best golf swing of your life. So welcome back to the channel. In this particular video, we have another course vlog for you. It's just going to be me playing this time. However, we're kind of doing a little bit of a soft launch of our 6-month program course management. So one of our interpreters behind the screen over here, we're going to be teaching him a little bit about course strategy as I kind of play myself and talk you through how I play golf and all the strategies we're using. So if you're interested in that, that is the perfect video for you, and let's go ahead and jump in. And before we start the round, the sponsor today is going to be Minami Tsukuba. This is going to be a 9-hole facility actually located quite close to where we live, and we love this course. It's probably the course I played the most. It's a 9-hole course, but yet it's really strategic, right? So it's kind of an interesting design, and it's not as easy as you think a 9-hole course would be. So I'm really excited to play today, and let's go ahead and jump in. And thank you again, Minami Tsukuba, for allowing us to play. All right, so we're on hole number 5 in Minami Tsukuba. I think we're playing the left green, so it's 339 to that green, 245 to kind of that. It's a red flag for us today out there. Maybe feels like the wind's kind of slightly swirling. It feels like it's kind of into from the left, even though that par 5 tee shot was slightly into. So that's definitely changing directions on us. I'm not hitting driver because the water, I think, is right around 290. So definitely reachable driver. 3-wood actually I might be able to hit, but it could give me kind of an awkward yardage in. So I'm hoping I can hit this. I'm going to hit hybrid, and I'm hoping I can hit hybrid about maybe about 210 to 230. Depending on the strike, and that should give me a pretty good yardage in. So that's the plan. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit a little bit of a fade too. So the goal is hybrid, guys. Started at the flag, basically, the yellow flag on the green, or maybe just a touch right of that, and then try to hit like a little fade. So worst case scenario, if it goes straight, I should be fine. If it overfades, there's plenty of room to the kind of the right side. There's probably about 40 yards to 50 yards, maybe even more than that, maybe even 60 yards right of that flag into this trouble. So main goal is just make sure it fades. That's all you got to do. That's the plan. On a hit straight. Damn it. Be okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's exactly where I was trying to hit it, guys. Dead straight up the left. Okay, so pretty much that shot that I just hit went dead straight at my starting line and just didn't fade. So ideally, I wanted to be a little bit more towards that red flag. It'd be a little bit better angle. But honestly, it's such a short shot that it's not really that big of a deal. So we got, what do we got? 89 to the pin. So I wanted to hit it I actually hit it further than I thought I was going to hit it. But not a big deal because it's still like a relatively full-ish lob wedge. So plenty of spin I'll have, and I can get it also kind of high too, so I'm not afraid to have it bounce over the green. This is just another one of those shots where it's a feel yardage. Now luckily, I don't think I need to necessarily hit it super high because the greens are not like really firm. So I can kind of flight it a little bit low and probably still stop the ball. So, which means I can use more closer to full swing technique, which I'm much more comfortable with getting distance with full swing technique, as opposed to kind of having a dead hand technique where we're not trying to add a lot of rest. So that at least gives me more confidence that I can get the distance. Ball is just a hair of a flyer, kind of teed up, which with a lob wedge is not necessarily what you want to have as opposed to a lie, because it's easy to get underneath it. But really the main thing here is distance. So I'm going to think 89, slightly into, not that much wind, so it's not going to hurt it too much. I have a feeling I'm going to choke down about a quarter on the grip, choke down, and then I think it's going to be probably right close to shoulder height is I think the length of swing. So I'm going to go shoulder height, kind of normal speed. I'm not going to try to hit it soft or hard. Grip down that 1/4, started out just a touch right, because my natural tendency with wedges is to hit a little bit of a pull draw. So started out kind of middle of the green. And then get the distance. So all about distance control here. Oh, don't be long. I hit it a little harder than I wanted. Sit! Just like the match with Hero. I could feel it as soon as I hit it. I hit the length of swing. I just swung way too hard, basically, is what happened. No, lob wedge from there. Okay, let's go try to get up and down. Okay, guys, so that was obviously not a very good shot with the wedge. So let's get the yardage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 16 yards too far carry. To be fair though, I probably landed around here, so more like 14 yards too far carry. But that's rust, guys. Right on line, I hit exactly what I wanted to, little tiny pull draw, perfect contact. I just swung too hard and I could tell as soon as I hit the ball. So now I left myself a pretty kind of intricate up and down. The green is going away for me. Now kind of right where I want to land it, there's a little bit of a bald spot here, which could get a funky bounce. So that's a little bit worrisome. Now I could go a little bit higher and land it on the green, but the grain is growing into me and I hate to hit the ball high when the grain is growing this way because that's just a recipe to duff the ball basically for me because I don't practice that shot. So I'm going to still try to land it in the fringe and just hope for a good bounce is really the key. So I might hit it a little bit lower than I wanted to initially, but land the ball, try to land it here as opposed to here. I initially wanted to try to land it here, but there's kind of this, spot right here that could kick it off line. So maybe try to land it here, slightly lower than originally planned. And then hopefully I can get a really good bounce forward and then trickle down to the hole with the speed. So that's the goal here. So I'm not gonna try to add a loft at all. Actually, if anything, I'm taking off a little bit of loft. I am kind of doing a dead hand technique, so I'm not trying to put a lot of wrist conditions in here, a lot of twists. And then just like it's been kind of the story of today, I have to get good distance. So I just got to really trust what I feel like is good, and that's all you can really do in this situation. So trust the swing, make the swing, and then adjust on future shots. Oh, I landed a little shorter than I wanted to. Roll. That was close, Kazuki. So I landed that, guys, right around here, and I was trying to land it right around here. So I was off by about just less than a yard. But if I would have landed where I wanted to, honestly, I think it would have rolled down perfectly. Just landed in the rough and took off a little bit too much steam. Okay, so these guys are kind of coming up on us. So I'm going to quickly make this putt, guys. So it's pretty straightforward. It's just downhill right to left. I'm going to aim about maybe a cup to 2 cups right. And then essentially just try to hole it off of that. Gave it a little bit too soft. All right, we're going. All right, guys, so we're 1 over for the round. I think we bogeyed the first through 3 putts. We birdied that par 5 to get back to level. Then that last hole, just a silly little wedge for the second shot, hit it too far. This is a very unique, interesting, strategic hole. So it's about 210 yards to kind of get past this part of the fairway. So right around this whole side is trees, and they're really high trees. So you really can't go over them to get to the green. So you either have to lay it up short of this corner and over here, or if you hit it past the corner, you definitely got to make sure you hit it the right distance is the main thing. You got to hit it past 220 to give yourself a good look. Also, there's a little bit of some tree trouble here. So if you kind of go a little bit too much this way, you're kind of blocked out potentially. So this is all about distance control with the tee shot. So I'm going to try to hit a shot that goes about 220. I think the last time I hit a 4-iron here, and it was pretty good. I don't think I need to hit a hard 4-iron, but like just past 3/4. So just past 3/4 4-iron. Kind of a low ball. I'm going to try to kind of hit a similar shot as that hybrid on the last tee, like a little baby fade. But this time I'm going to be a little bit more cautious with the starting line. I'm going to start it. There's a red flag out there in the middle of the green, or fairway, excuse me. So I'm going to aim there and then try to hit a little fade off that. That way, if I pull it, I should be okay. And then if I fade it a little bit, it should be perfect. But the main thing is just good contact and try to carry the ball about 200 to 210 is kind of the carry. So for me, I'm not going to grip down or anything, but I am going to hit like more so of a 3/4 swing is the idea. So a little fade, 3/4, 4-iron. All right, let's see what we do. All right, that's it for you guys on YouTube. But before you guys click off, let me give you some quick wrap-up points. So I think the main thing when it comes to this vlog, I hope that you guys got a little bit about kind of my course strategy, what I was trying to do. In terms of my overall analysis of the round, I was actually really happy with how I hit the longer clubs. Like, you know, maybe there's a couple iron shots I hit with fuller swings that were a little bit off in terms of direction, but in terms of just the overall off the tee with the longer clubs, quite happy with that. Wedges was obviously very poor, right? I have no feel over distance for those short little finesse wedges, so I'll definitely put some work in there. But, you know, I hope that you guys got some value from this. Hope you learned about course management. We're going to be doing some more course content, obviously, because we're kind of prepping our interpreter as well as myself on our 6-month course management program. So we're really just trying to get the work in and kind of figure out what everything is going to be. But yeah, again, thank you so much for Minami Tsukuba for allowing us to play. If you guys want to go check out this course, there'll be a link down below. And honestly, as you guys saw, the layout, it's a very short course, but there's a lot of bends and turns, and the greens are actually relatively fast and kind of undulated. So it's not as easy a course as you would think it would be, and it's just a fun layout to play if you just want to get some practice in. So check them out down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys in the next video.